Resident Evil 5's Platinum was better than I expected it to be. Because going into it, a lot of people like hate on and dislike, especially 5 and 6. I thought 5 was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's a bit more actiony, less horror-y, but I enjoyed it. Anyways, the Platinum consists of 51 trophies, a difficulty according to PSN profiles of a 4 out of 10, at least 2 playthroughs. I did at least 3 playthroughs, technically 4 if you want to count the chapter select, going into chapters and doing them faster. And it should take you about 30 hours. I think it took me a little bit closer to 40. I think it all just depends on the grind for the money. The trophy list is pretty straightforward. A lot of big bulk of it is just story related. There's ones for completing every chapter. And then there are collectibles, which most of them are pretty easy to find on the guide. And there is a pretty big grind to get all the weapons and upgrade all the weapons, because you need a bunch of money, and I had to do a grind for that. So that's that's the biggest grind in this game, is to get the weapons to fully max and stuff like that. But other than that, really wasn't that bad. And the experience overall, I enjoyed it until like professional, because there was a lot of things. There's a couple things in there that was really annoying. But other than that, it wasn't too hard and pretty enjoyable in my opinion. Anyways, let's get on with the video. First trophy I got was for defeating 5 enemies with a knife. I got this in the first chapter of the game because I ran out of ammo, didn't know what else to do. I didn't realize that you didn't have to actually kill the whole horde of enemies, because there was a treasure you can get from it, but I ended up getting it later, so it didn't matter. I then got the first of many chapter related trophies for completing chapter 1-1 on any difficulty. I then got a trophy for saving my partner 10 times when help is displayed. It just means that your partner is captured in a way, or can't move, can't break out by themselves, so you can help them break free from an enemy. I then completed chapter 1-2 on any difficulty. As you saw on that previous clip for the saving the partner, this had the very first boss fight. Well, more of a mini boss, but it was kind of a boss fight. Basically, you can get a treasure for not using the furnace, but I could not defeat it with like normal ammo without using the furnace, so I just used the furnace in this case and got the treasure later. I then defeated 3 enemies at once with a drum or gas tank explosion. I then completed chapter 2-1 on any difficulty. I then got 20 headshots. I then got the trophy for shooting an enemy's Molotov, dynamite, or hand grenade. I then defeated 20 enemies with physical attacks. I then completed chapter 2-2 on any difficulty, as well as chapter 2-3 on any difficulty. I then defeated 30 enemies with a stun rod, which you get about halfway through the game, and I used it a lot because ammo felt very scarce in the game, even on normal. So I did use the stun rod a lot, so it came very naturally. I then completed chapter 3-1 on any difficulty. Then built up a certain level of trust of your partner. I actually have no idea how this trophy works, or how you even build up a level of trust. Basically, all I did was if the AI partner healed me, I would press circle, which would mean which thanks them and stuff. So that's pretty much what I did, and I ended up getting it a lot earlier than I thought I was going to. So I'm not exactly sure the technicalities of this trophy. I then got the maximum number of combos chained together in one go, which is just a combo with your partner, and if you do it on one of the big guys, then it allows you to do it. It's like 2 or 3 hits. It's really not that extensive of a combo. There it goes. And completed chapter 2-3 on any difficulty, as well as chapter 3-3 on any difficulty. I then defeated 3 enemies with 1 grenade or proximity bomb. I then completed chapter 4-1 on any difficulty, as well as chapter 4-2 on any difficulty. 7 minutes. I then saved my partner 10 times when dying is displayed, similar to the help. When your partner or even you get too low on health, instead of just dying, you get to have a second chance if your partner saves you in time. I then completed chapter 5-1 on any difficulty. I then defeated a certain enemy by stabbing it in the heart, which was a liquor, which they were in RE2 and 3. I don't think they were in 4. But yeah, They're a little bit more annoying in this. I'm sorry, they're less annoying in this game than they are in the other ones. But yeah, so that's what I was trying to go for in the other clip with helping the partner as well. There we go. And then completed chapter 5-2 on any difficulty. I then defeated 2 enemies with 1 flash grenade. And then worked with my partner to save a special someone. There we go. I then completed chapter 5-3 on any difficulty, which also has this iconic moment. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it, Wesker?
What time is it, Ben?
He doesn't say it. No. Peace.
7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
And then I then completed chapter 6-1 on any difficulty, as well as chapter 6-2 on any difficulty. Oh, yep, she did. I then completed chapter 6-3 on any difficulty, as well as getting the trophies for completing all chapters on normal and amateur. Oh, and I can skip them too, peek. Ooh, an hour and 3 is not 22 deaths. Bro, that's insane. Then while working on getting my overall time down so I can unlock the infinite rocket launcher, I accidentally got the trophy for defeating an enemy with a headshot while it's jumping. I also found a rotten egg, which completed the trophy for finding all types of eggs. Oh, a rotten egg. Hey! During the first fight with Wesker, I damaged him a set number of times and make him run away. And make him leave early. I then found all the BSAA emblems. I was only missing one that I could not hit before because I didn't have an upgraded enough sniper rifle. There we go. Golly. I then bought all of the costumes you can buy in bonus features, as well as collecting all the figurines. Oh, I don't know if I have to clip them or not. All dressed up. Alright, these next 2 trophies I had to grind out a bit, which was for completely upgrading all the weapons and obtain all available weapons. The reason I grind is because these 2 trophies, you have to have a lot of money, and you only get money for stories and stuff like that. And so I had to find a way to grind to get a bunch of gold so that I could purchase and upgrade all these weapons. The way I did it is I replayed chapter 5-3, and I got to the end with Wesker, and I just kept grinding his fight out, where I would basically run to the door, run up the steps, shoot him with a rocket launcher twice, as long as he would catch the rocket launcher, and shot him again, and then he would blow up, and then he would run away. Then when you start the Jill fight, below the steps there is a Heart of Africa, and it sells for 10,000. So I just did that about, give or take, couple 100 times, and then I got enough gold to purchase and upgrade all the weapons. 10 bullets in that shit. Take it to the max. And the longbow. And we got all the weapons. And then went back to chapter 1-1 and obtained the final treasure I needed for obtaining all treasures in the game. And the name of this trophy is a pretty cool reference. Oh, I was the only one I was missing. Bro. I then defeated 30 enemies with the Gatling gun, and then I defeated 30 enemies with the longbow. These are both weapons that the longbow only Shiva can use, and the other one only Chris can use. So I basically just restarted this part in chapter 1-1 because there's a bunch of enemies, and I just kept killing them until I got to the 30 kills for each of the weapons. Bullseye. And then defeated an enemy with a rotten egg. Shit. Okay. I then defeated 3 enemies at once by setting oil canisters on fire, as well as defeating an enemy using the electric current from a transformer. Not Bumblebee. There we go. There we go, ride the lightning. I then did a semi-annoying trophy that just wouldn't work for a little while, which was for stopping an armored truck by taking out the driver. It just, I don't know. You know? Wait. Yes, we did it. Another semi-annoying trophy was for deflecting an arrow with your knife. This just wouldn't work. I mean, it would either be too far away or it would be too close, or Shiva would keep standing in front of it and getting hit by it, so I can't even get a chance to do it. It just took a bit of timing to do it, and it was a little bit strange of timing, in my opinion. Just took me a couple tries, that's all. There we go. Golly, that was... I then replayed the whole game on Veteran and completed all chapters on Veteran. On Veteran, honestly, wasn't that bad. It's the next difficulty, which we'll talk about in a second. That was trouble, but Veteran wasn't too bad, especially with the infinite rocket launcher, which I earned by going back in chapter select, going to each chapter, and then beating it like faster. And then once you get down your time to under 5 hours, which I think I ended up getting into like 3 hours or something. Once I did that, I unlocked the infinite rocket launcher, and I just used that for my whole Veteran and professional run. Veteran. Actually, Veteran, I was moving through chapters actually faster than I did when I was doing it on normal with chapter select, so that's interesting. Anyways, the final trophy I got was for completing all chapters on professional. Now, like I said, Veteran wasn't too bad. Professional, on the other hand, was kind of annoying, especially chapters like chapter 2, 3, because you fight this big giant dude, and you have to use the minigun it gives you. You can't use any other thing, so it just took a while to try to get that down. I had like a bunch of deaths on that chapter. It took like over an hour to do it. And then another one was like Jill's fight, because you can't kill her, so it was just annoying to do that. After I got it down with using flash grenades from the grenade launcher, it made it a lot easier. But over professional was a bit annoying. I would not have got through without a rocket launcher. But yeah, it wasn't like horrible. I just had a couple really bad spots that was just really annoying. And you died in like 2 hits, and you had like half a second to save your partner, or your partner to save you. It was hectic. War Hero, complete all chapters on professional, and of course I got the Platinum trophy. Resident Evil 5 Platinum trophy. Congratulations, you've overcome all your fears in Resident Evil 5. So that was the Resident Evil 5 Platinum experience. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to. For being a game from 2009, the only thing I didn't like gameplay wise was how the crosshair was. It was just the red laser. I didn't like that because it just like I got used to it, but I still don't prefer it. But that was the only thing that really annoyed me. Other than that, I thought the game was done well. Voice acting in Resident Evil is always a little bit corny. Like, they have cornier lines for their main heroes a lot of the times, but like Wesker was so peak. But yeah, so I am working on Resident Evil 6 now. Yeah, again, I think Resident Evil 5 gets a lot more hate than it should. There's a lot of people who like it. There's a lot of people who like it's too action. It's not really Resident Evil, and I get that. I thought it was a good game. I thought it fits into the lore, and I liked it. I liked it. So, and I'm really interested to see how Resident Evil 6 pans out, because I know that's like the most hated game of the whole franchise. So we'll see. But I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.